About the viability of police investigating themselves. This all comes out of an inquest into the fatal shooting by a police officer of a robbery suspect in Vanderhoof more than 2 years ago. But there are also questions about another police shooting of a young man in Houston, BC, which will be the subject of an inquest in May. Ted Chernecki reports.
They've become sisters in sorrow. Both have had loved ones, both unarmed at the time, shot and killed by different rookie RCMP officers.
I believe they're carved out of soapstone, but this is the rose he carved for Valentine's Day.
She had a relationship with Kevin St. Arnaud just months before he was shot and killed in Vanderhoof. They had a child together, and Kevin carved her name out of soapstone as a gift. She attended the recent coroner's inquest, but is unhappy with the outcome.
Like the angle of the bullets entering the body, it was downward, not upward. And the blood splatters in the field. And just everything, nothing matched up to what Ryan had said.
Constable Ryan Sherametta testified at the inquest that he had chased a break-in suspect into an open soccer field. He had slipped on some ice, fell on his back. Kevin St. Arnaud charged towards him, and fearing for his life, the officer fired 3 times, killing Arnaud instantly. But no one else saw it like that, especially his partner that night. Constable Colleen Erickson pulled up to the scene and had a clear view of events. Erickson, a 25-year veteran, said she saw Sherametta standing, feet spread, 2 hands on the gun, and shooting St. Arnaud when he was at least 10 to 15 feet away.
What was said and what wasn't said in that inquest in Vanderhoof was being watched very closely by a family here in Houston, just down the road, because of what happened in that RCMP detachment in October 2005.
Ian Bush, while in custody, was shot in the back of the head and killed by Constable Paul Keister.
They have all the money, all the experts, and to prove their case, which is the way they've looked at it right from the get-go, and you don't have anything.
Had the 2 individuals both been ordinary civilians, the shooter would have been apprehended, probably charged within 48 hours. The investigation would have been all done within a matter of weeks, and the justice system would unfold, as you would expect. However, since the shooter here was wearing an RCMP uniform, the investigation took a completely different turn. It lasted over a year, and it resulted in a determination by police investigators that there was insufficient evidence to lay a charge. That's just not credible in my view.
The RCMP doesn't lay charges. That's up to Crown Counsel. We present a thorough and complete brief with all the evidence, whether it's inconsistent, whether it proves or disproves. Once that's done, it's up to the Crown to determine if they should be proceeding with charges or not.
But the point is that information is coming from you. You're presenting this information, so it's a conflict of interest, is it not?
Certainly not. Our job as major crime investigators is speak for the people that can't speak for themselves, in this case the deceased.
The police used all of their resources and energy not to determine what happened, but to support the officer's justification for the shooting. To that extent, they investigated the matter in a completely inappropriate fashion, in my view, and in the result, ultimately whitewashed what had happened.